Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Developing Nation with Celtic FC. I am Mr. Wilson FM. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Want to try and cut down on the length of some of these episodes, so we are going to get straight into those highlights of our last couple of games, and then getting into the cup final, our first chance to win some silverware in this save. Join you guys in a second. You join me for the first highlights, which is away against Motherwell in a league. In this game, we do eventually win 2-1. As you'll see, this first goal is coming from their free kick. We do take it away. Griffiths on this wing, bring it forward. They manage to defend it well. Comes out to Thomas. It is quite a long build-up play on this one. It does start with their attack, then us bringing it away. You think we've got the counter-attack, but we are countered to the counter. And they do take it down the wing, whip it in, and do bury their first chance. Within 10 minutes, it then does take quite a long time. 72nd minute before we do get our equaliser. This does come from some good build-up play in the centre, then it's spread wide to Tierney. He does whip the ball in, and Commons finishes it. Pretty similar to their goal, built up in the middle, spread out wide for that final crossing, which picks up Commons. In this one, Commons with the great free kick in, Rogic at the back post for the header, fires it in, 85th minute. We do get the win though. I felt we deserved on the tie. It was pretty even, but I felt it did warrant a 2-1 or a 1-0. Not a big margin, but a decent win nonetheless. Into our next game, which was at home against Kilmarnock. This one I was a bit disappointed with. You see the goal there coming in from Griffiths. Was a nice taken goal in the 56th minute of the game. As you look for the stats, we dominated possession. We had the most shots, a good amount of those on target. Had a clear cut and a half chance. We played alright, but we didn't play amazingly well. As you can see, Rodic and Armstrong up front, 6.5, 6.4, wasn't brilliant. Defensively okay, wasn't really tested too much. I think they had one bit of a breakaway counter-attack, but that was it. We were on top, we should have won better. Disappointed that we didn't, but I was relieved that at the very least we got the win. In this game, it was our 3-3 away draw in the Champions League against Napoli. To start off with the set piece here, Commons firing home in the centre pitch for an Armstrong delivery. Good start for us, 24th minute or so. We followed that up not long after with Lustig with the fluky goal that you used to see in FM16. Quite a lot actually, not seen it too much in FM17, but he does score one of those in this game. That does put us 2-0 up. Then, around the 40th minute, you can see that they try and break on one of our attacks. We do build it quite nicely in the middle here. It goes out to Leto, who was playing because Tierney was suspended for this game. It is a bit of a to and fro. We have an attack, they kind of defend it, we come back. It's worked well. Brown comes out to Lustig on this side, whips it in. It is defended, but then this time, when we do build it back into the centre, Commons is there to fire in. Put us 3-0 up within the first half. Unfortunately, we can't maintain that level of problems. A lot of these do come from set pieces. That one was a corner, headed down at the near the back post towards the penalty spot and fired home by Jorginho, scored in the first leg, or not leg, but first match at home against them. Again, coming from a corner, it's defended this time, but then it is worked straight back in, and Giaccherini fires in to make it 3-2. Then late on, we ourselves have the free kick. We do have a man off later, who is a left back, being seen to, but they come straight up the other side and fire home. 88th minute, heartbreak, 3-2. Could have used that. That would have been fantastic to have got the win there. That pretty much would have secured that. At the very least, we would have got Europa League. As you'll see in a little while, probably at the end of the game, end of the episode, the group is extremely tight. But overall, I'll take that result. Good performance against a good team, 3-3. Let's crack on with today's episode. Okay, and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those highlights. As you see, since our 4-2 surprise victory, I must admit, over Tottenham, which you was last here to see, we did have the 2-1 and the 1-0 wins away and home respectively in the Ladbrokes Premiership. We also had a quite really good 3-3. I suppose good and bad that we were 3-0 up, as you saw, and then we threw it away. Unfortunately, it does happen. I wasn't again expecting anything out of the game, so 3-3 is really awesome to get that. Bit of extra funds from it, bit of extra coefficient from it. Just quickly, because not showing it just yet, show the league table. We are 13 played, so one less than all the other teams around us. 32 points. We are 4 points ahead with potential to go 7 ahead if we win the game in hand. Hearts and Rangers. Rangers started really badly, but they have picked it up recently. They're starting to come back up the table. We'll sort of cut in a bit more into that a little bit later on once a few more games are played and we're really starting to see it shape up a little bit more. But once again, like I say, I want to cut down some of the episodes. They've been a little bit long recently. I want to try and get more like towards the 20 minutes sort of area rather than the 30 odd minutes. It has been just so it's a little bit more short and snappy. Use words correctly. Short and snappy for you guys watching. So let's get into it. I was a slightly trigger happy. Went to match early, but we'll run through the team once we get in there. One thing I've been doing is not really going over the tactic too much because I've been chopping and changing it a lot. I want to sort of go over it when I'm feeling a bit more comfortable by it. Again, I've been doing a few tweaks through it. This one I'm going a bit more attacking than I did in the last game because I want to try and, well, I feel we should be able to win this model in our lovely pink ensemble. But as you can see, we've got Commons, Christie, Griffiths in our shell strikers and attacking midfield rows. We've got McGregor, Brown, Aya in here. Tierney and Lustig are now on complete wing-back attack. Gonna see how that goes for this game. Torre, Svitchenko. Torre he's only in his last 6 months of his deal. He's on £25,000 though. He wanted a new deal recently for form. Declined it. He understood, which was fine. But I don't think I'm going to give him a new deal anyway because he's on so much money. He's probably going to want the same again. He is going to be declining a lot. As you can see, he's already going down. He's 35 years old. Good player for this season, but I want to find better players. But without further ado, let's get into the game. Just want to quickly make sure that's on everything correct. Yep, awesome. Right, let's get into the game. One thing I do want to make sure, I don't like hard tackling on the striker. I just feel like we'll give away a penalty too easy. Let's go with that one. Don't want to do too much. I want to kind of just give an initial team talk and then let them kind of go and do it. But let's see how we do. Hopefully it'd be really nice to try and get our first bit of silverware this season, of the save as well, in the bag nice and early. You definitely wouldn't miss those on the football pitch. It's bright pink. So 20 minutes in, got a free kick here. It's quite deep, but we are working it. Commons tackled by Smith. Goes out, but we should be able to pick this back up with Torre. Plays it well to Svitchenko. Aya, McGregor, Brown, Griffiths. In the last game I did have Aya in the DM role as most ball-winning midfielder. He's a deep lane playing rock on this one. We're going to see how it goes. As again, we do have the complete wing backs. As you can see, they're charging up the pitch. He's now involved. Can he get a cross in? Tierney, he does. Christie opens the score in 21 minutes in from that complete wing back attack. Tierney, would he have done the same on wing back attack? I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure that the differences. A lot of this tactic is down to roaming from positions and letting him have that freedom. I've also pointed to fluid rather than flexible, which is something I've never really done. The skating a lot on this. There's a lot of ice skating going on. Not the best. But Christie finishes it at the near post. Great ball in. He's clapping. Great to see. Everyone's enjoying it. So far, Commons and Griffiths and the shell strikers not really seem to having the best game at the moment. It's really dropping down. But we have got another opportunity here. Commons into McGregor. Finds Tierney again. Can he whip a good ball? He does. Christie's there again. It's a carbon copy pretty much of the first. A little bit deeper than the first goal. More towards sort of 6-yard penalty spot sort of area. But Tierney out on this wing. Whips in a good ball. Into the centre, and there is Christie on the run. I would have liked one of the shadow strikers to have got the goal. Is that? Yep, I thought it was Commons. I would have preferred it if he had got the goal, just to give him a bit of confidence boost into one of the shadow strikers. But it was Christie. Lustig goes in there, wins it well. Griffiths is through. Can he score? Griffiths, he does score. That's what we wanted from Griffiths. He is doing alright in this role. Hit and miss. Some it can be awful. A 6.4. Have to sub him off. Drag him off the pitch. Pretty much kicking and screaming. Or is that the fans at his performance? Who knows? But either way, you have to take him off. And then other times, you can get an absolute storming performance like he's doing with that goal there. I don't want to say the please one because obviously last time we saw that it didn't really work. I'm going to go out and just say prove that. I feel like that'd go negatively. I'm going to say that again. Balls. Right, I'm going to try and override it with that. I was preparing that in a complacent, but with 3, if you've been 2-0, I would have gone complacent, but 3 isn't too much. But I didn't want to just say keep going as it was, because that just sometimes seems to invite pressure on. They kind of just go mellow and the performance drops, whereas I wanted them to keep this high level up. Great performances from Tierney with 2 assists so far. Griffiths has done alright with that goal. Christie, assist and a goal. We have a highlight here. Torre. Yeah. So far it seems to be alright. Obviously, this is Kilmarnock. They are bottom of the league, or it was last time. I did check it. And obviously sort of studied it properly, which probably a couple of games ago. I doubt they've managed to get it off in the last couple of games, but potentially have. So we should be winning this game anyway. But it is nice to see us playing really, really well. Christie here, almost his hat trick. But like I was saying, it's really good to see us playing extremely well. I do want this tactic to come well because it is one of those that I used to do a few FMs ago. Is strikerless tactics. I used to love doing that. Something a bit different than the usual. Everyone. It's strikers, and it's always how you play strikers and what roles you do, and it'd just be nice to do something a bit different. So I do have 2 great strikers here. One that is at least able to play. He had it, so I think it was Yellow's like awkward to be an AMC, but I think I got a little bit better than that. He's now 2-star rated in that position, so it is not too bad, and he is contributing, like I said, with the goal today. Hopefully get a little bit more commons. I think potentially might bring him off. I'm debating giving Moose Dembele the run out in it. We are up, so let's do it. Not his best position. He doesn't know how to play that whatsoever, but we'll give him the go there. Have got injuries at left back and right back. Both of my backups are injured. One's out 6 weeks, one's out for a couple. It's a little bit annoying, but I think we'll also bring on Connell and potentially who else? Playmaker. We'll bring on Elena McGregor. Just rest a few legs, still 3-0. They're not really doing anything against us at all. We are dominating the game. 18 shots, 9 on target, 5 hand chances, 1 clear cut. One of our best performances in a while. Probably outside of the couple of Champions League performances we've put in, which have been excellent, but we've not really done that in the league. I don't know if it's they're not big enough games for them and they kind of drop off a bit. I don't know, but hopefully we can get to this and deal with this. Maybe create another attack. Or will it end here? Svitchenko into Elena. Griffiths into Christie. Mr. Dembele. Be interested to see how he does on this game. Dembele. I tend not to use him because he's not been able to do it. Oh, he scored. As I'm talking, Dembele. Oh no, it's gone to Boyd. That did seem like it was a Dembele shot. Must have taken a deflection. As I was saying, I've not really played him because he can't play AMC at all. It's not even sort of there as a yellow or anything. Just I did take a deflection and makes us the keeper. Goes for his legs into the back of the net. That is 4-0. This game is signed, sealed, and delivered. We do have first silverware of the series. Will be the League Cup, which is awesome. Like I was saying, I do want to play Dembele because I probably want to sell him in January or the end of the season, get a good enough amount. So I do need to give him some game time. They are through. They have pulled one back. Hawkshaw has pulled one back. That is disappointing. See what happens here. They do put into Morrison spinning, and no one's really picking up the man. Looks like everyone's got dragged over to this right hand side, and Hawkshaw is completely free to put that into the left hand side corner. Makes it 4-1. It's still a foregone conclusion. We shouldn't be coming back off this at all. Can Lustig get to that? Not quite. Just chase it down, but doesn't get anywhere. Lustig, can we keep up the pressure? Maybe have one more chance. Lustig beats his man. Can he whip in a good ball? Pulls it back to Aya. Into Elena. What can he do is Tierney. Tierney through. Tierney hits the post. He does win a few goals, does Kieran Tierney. Would have been nice if he could have got one there as well. That would have rounded off a really top performance from him. From the complete wing back position that he's been training today. And there it is, 4-1 at Hampden Park. We have won the League Cup, which is awesome. Gonna praise the guys. Enjoy your success. Everyone's looking happy. That's awesome. As you can see, best performance, Tierney, Christie with a 9.4 overall player of the match. Only a couple of players didn't really stand out in those comments. I mean, he did get substituted off, but Dembele did come on and it did make a bit of a difference. So let's quickly leave the match there. And then we'll just have a quick look at what's coming up. I mean, I doubt we're probably going to get 110k for that, but we're going to be giving that out in... Didn't mean to click on it. Going to be giving that out on... Let's go back. Bonus is 30k, so I made a bit of profit on that. How's everyone on social media? I mean, I don't really look at this, don't really use it at all, but... Back of my shirt, hell yeah. Everyone on the bandwagon. Some weird stuff goes on there. Usually it's the standard, one person on the fence, one person happy, one person upset. But I suppose how can you be upset at winning in the cup 4-1? Have a quick look at the schedule. As you saw from the highlights reel, that 3-3 draw in our Champions League group does actually leave it extremely tightly poised. We'll quickly show on that. Bayern must have got a win there, they did, against Tottenham 4-0, jeez. Not just us putting the 4 past them. That does leave it extremely tight, 7-7-7 for all the top 3, and they're on 5, so they can overtake everyone, or no one, or just us, it could go either way. We could finish top, second, third, or fourth. It's completely down to the Bayern Munich home game. Hopefully we can get something out of it. Probably would lean towards finishing third because we might have a bit more favourable chance of them progressing, which is all about coefficient points after getting that initial Champions League money. Once you get that 10 million and we get 6 at the end of the season, or used to get, don't know exactly, it seems to have gone up, so maybe we get a little bit more. Hopefully we do, that'd be awesome. Once we've got that money in the bank, I'm happy to go in Europa League and try and progress for the coefficient points. But we'll see how it goes. If we finish top, maybe we'll get someone like a Benfica, or PSV, which I would fancy my chances against someone like PSV, but we'll see what happens. But anyway guys, thank you for watching, hope you did enjoy. Please like, subscribe, and as always, I'll catch you in the next episodes. See you later.